Okay. Let's talk Robert Saleh. He's doing a
Just
really
keep
good
handing
job.
off.
Yeah, really. Robert Saleh's doing a really good job without Michael Williams, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. He's been a head coach, but the Jets are a joke. And now it seems like all of a sudden, I mean, he's one of the top candidates once again. If it's not him, it would be like Matt Nagy or Cliff Kingsbury. I mean, Saleh seems like his stock is up. Do you think the Raiders would be interested? Is this a Tom Brady uh, target? Or what do you think his options will be?
Okay, here's the problem with Salah and the Raiders. They want to hire him. However, Brady wants to name his own offensive coordinator, which means Salah may not even know the guy well enough as a football coach or even as a person. But once again, then they want to run the offense from inside the organization, but Salah's the head coach. And that's not going to be a marriage that bodes well for Salah. That's headed for divorce before you sign the paper.
Isn't this the arrangement that Tom Brady already put together between Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll?
Yeah, it's what's the old joke about wash, rinse, and repeat? Brady wants to have control, but the guy is AWOL. He's out broadcasting. He's got some boat corporation that he is in boat racing. He's got TB12. He's doing commercials. He's all over the place. If you're going to be a owner who's going to even a part owner, but you got full control of the football ops from Mark, you got to be in the building. I'm sorry, you cannot be an absentee owner in football.
So Brady essentially is like the president of football operations. He's like above the general manager, and he's meddling.
Well, he hired the general manager. Spytek played on the Michigan football team with Brady when they were at Michigan, so that's his guy. So even now, the problem is though, everything still has to run through Brady. So they're in the office and they're talking about, well, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then the last word that's a crucial one is, well, what's Tom going to say? Meaning Tom Brady. So they've arrived at a conclusion in the office, but then they still got to run it by Brady via a phone call or FaceTiming or some video conference because they've got to have his rubber stamp to approve it.
So you're telling me that Mark Davis essentially handed over the franchise to a guy whose attention is on it only some of the time?
From a football operations perspective, the football part of it, yes.
That's bleak. And you wonder why they're so bad. I don't think Robert Saleh should take that job.
Well, as much as he may want to be a head coach again, he's doing San Francisco. He needs to pick a better environment. He'll have better choices rather than leaping to Las Vegas because it won't be a happy marriage. And it's going to take a couple of years to get it fixed. If they draft a quarterback right now, they're number 2 in the draft. If they select the quarterback who's not really a true franchise quarterback, the surrounding cast still would not be able to support this rookie quarterback that you're going to put out on the field. And he went through that in New York. He had some kid named Zach Wilson, who was the second pick in the draft, I believe, a few years back. And that was a total disaster. He went through 5 or 6 quarterbacks. That's a repeat of the same thing he experienced in with the Jets. So why would he want to do it again in Vegas and expect a different outcome?
What do you think of Francisco Mendoza?
There are things about him which I find admirable. Obviously, he's a very competitive, aggressive player. Well, he's got a decent enough arm, not a great arm. His eyes wander a little bit. If you watch up close, he sees things maybe you'd like him not to see, be more focused and all that. He's got some mobility. He had played at Cal prior to transferring to Indiana, so the Bay Area people are quite, knowledgeable of him. I I don't think, though, in my mind, he merits that high of a pick. There are 3 or 4 other players, Grant, coming out in this next April's draft who have higher grades than Mendoza does.
Okay.
So if you're going on best player available, he's not that guy.